Alright, we're on deck idea number 9, and this is the Zero Mortals plan, because we're going to be using Fusamasu to whoop some ass. Actually, not so much. I have a big issue with this deck idea. I have a big issue with Fusamasu in general. I actually need help with this one. I'm stumped with this guy. I have no idea how to use this fool. Now you can see right now, as what I'm about to do here, I'm about to put this fool out here by himself, right off the bat. So, his ability, his posing skill, is amazing, but it also makes him probably the worst figure in the entire freaking game. When you put him out there by himself, he takes all of his speed and puts it all into his attack, and he becomes a monster. And then you end up with this big, massive amount of speed right here that I'm showing you right now. A big, fat zero. So when you first look at him, you're probably thinking, oh, big ass attack. I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to build up that ultimate gauge, put him out there with the 0-1 skills, and let him go to town on everybody. There's two problems with that. Two, not just one. And not just one big problem, two big problems. They're huge, man. These problems are huge. Problem numero uno. When you put him out there with the 0-1 skills, the moment your opponent looks at your 0-1 skills, right, he's gonna see that he has all 0-1 skills. So he knows you're gonna put that fool out there by himself. He knows you're gonna do it when you have your ult. He knows that this fool has 0 speed, 700 speed if you give him the stats of 0-1, but forget that, I ain't gonna save you anyways. He knows all of this, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna put all his people. By the way, you see me knock the crap out of Goku? So Masu's strength is insane, but that's also problem number 2, we'll get to that. So now, for the Zero Mortals plan, we're going to bust out the 2 angels out here. Why? Because we're going to go second, obviously. I was about to say automatically, but not necessarily automatically. You could probably get 2 really speedy-ass Whis and Vadoses, or 2 other people that are really speedy, and make him attack first. But I like to go second, so that's what I did. Anyways, so when you put him out there by himself to do the ult, all your opponent has to do is put his 3 strongest hitters in the side columns, and they're all going straight for your master. And Fusamasu can't do nothing about it because this fool has 0 speed. You're screwed. You can't do it. You can't do it. So I thought the only way possible to use this man is to play some mind games and throw him out there by himself right off the bat. That way, hopefully, they don't see it coming and they can't set up for it. Unless this becomes the meta to where everybody that has him does this, then everybody's gonna know about it and he just becomes useless altogether, because that 0 speed thing really screws you. This is actually what I was worried about when I first saw Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, because the 0 speed and 0 defense on him really screws you. So this is the only way I could think to use him, was to put him out there by himself right off the bat. But that's not a good idea either, because as you can see, right there in the first turn, I ended up with half of my master's HP right off the bat. So that puts you kind of in a pickle too, because imagine if they would have had, get him Vados, get him, I love this woman, get him Vados. But anyways, imagine if they had Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta after I just did that. Then they're like, oh, well, let me just go straight for his freaking HP now. It's a problem, man. It is a problem. And then the second big problem is his numbers are all over the place. They're all over the place. When I was testing him out against Vados and I kept making him hit her with his ult, sometimes it'll do 12,000, sometimes it'll do 5,000. Like, that's a huge difference. Right now, he's not going to do that much to Kaba because, well, I mean, he is. He's probably going to murder this fool. Let's see. Yeah. So, the only reason why he did so much more to Goku was because he had the attack of 0-1 on him. And he had to activate it because he was out there by himself. So, it seems pretty consistent with just those 2 attacks right there, but usually, no, it doesn't seem consistent at all. His numbers are all jacked up. But yeah, I tested him out on Vados. I had him attack Vados a few times, and he'll either do 12,000 or he'll do 5,000. Like, that's a huge difference. When my Vegeta Blue hits Vados, he constantly does 11,000, give or take a couple hundred, but not give or take a few thousand. That's insane. So it's like the game just forgets, he just randomly forgets that you put all of his speed into his attack. That's literally what it seems like. Sometimes he'll attack with his speed and attack put together, and it seems like sometimes he'll attack with just his attack. Oh, so by the way, I have the 0-1 defensive Piccolo strat on here because there's nothing you can do about an ult. It's one thing if they have their ult and then you could come back with your own 0-1 person who can outspeed them and take their person out before they ult you, but it ain't gonna happen in this deck, so so we're doing the defensive Piccolo here, which I just learned about, which, oh my god, I literally, in the last deck idea is when I found out about this Piccolo. It's crazy. I didn't know, but now I know. And now I'm wondering, how the heck did I survive ults and stuff when I didn't have anything? I had Piccolo, but I didn't have him with the the 0-1 defensive skills. So I don't even know how I was surviving ults, but then again, I was taking people out before they could do it anyway, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why I never thought to use Piccolo that way. I mainly just had him to protect me from Vegeta Blues. I never had him to protect me from ult, because nobody ever got the chance to ult me. So maybe that's what it was. So back to the issue at hand. Another idea I thought of was to switch out one of the Whis with SR Zamasu. That way, when you do put out your few Zamasu out there in the first turn and they do hit your Master's HP, you could switch out Whis, like right now how I have them set up right now. Take out Whis and put in SR Zamasu, and he'll heal your Master's HP every turn by 30%. So you can get your Master's HP back, then once it's back to where you want it, take him out and then put Whis in there and now start doing this. I thought about doing that. I don't know how well that would work out though. He's an SR, so he's not going to be that strong, but you know, now that we can combine figures, you could do a combined 9 on him and give him more HP or more defense, you know, something. I would say more HP, because that's the side that freaking Beerus is on. That's the whole reason why I got 2 Whis to begin with, is because you know you're going to run into a Beerus somewhere down the line, and he's going to take one of your Whis out immediately. Even if you have the high HP Whis, he's still going to take him out in 2 hits. So that's why I have 2 Whis, but because of the HP problem, maybe it wouldn't hurt to take one out and use SR Zamasu to heal up your Master's HP. Other than that, I don't know. I think Fuse Zamasu is a bust. I don't think he's usable. It's just too risky. It's way too risky. And honestly, his attack doesn't go up by that much. It's not enough to really... Now, I do have the lower attack variant. Or not the lower attack, but the lower speed variant. They both have about the same amount of attack, I believe. But the other variant has a crazy amount of speed. So that means more attack power. It's good, but he also has less HP and less defense. So when you put him out there by himself, you don't want to put him out there with the 0-1 skills, because if you do, well, I have attack up 0-1 on him. After that first round, he's not using that anymore because you're using your whole team. So maybe if you take the other variant and put him out there and he gets that huge boost to attack, and you put him out there with the 0-1 defense, that way he can defend himself better because he has like no defense. Maybe... Why was my ult damage so low just now? Oh, Vegeta! He did that minus 50% damage on the ult. I was about to say, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? His numbers are all over the place. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe it's all in my head. But I don't think Vados has a way to cut down his damage as much as she did when I was doing 5,000 to her. Like, it was consistently either 10,000 or 5,000. And I don't remember her doing anything to cut down his damage. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head. That doesn't change the fact that I still think he's useless. I'm not trying to be a dick, but he seems useless to me. And that is why I need help. There's gotta be a way to use this guy, because that putting your speed into your attack is amazing. He hits so hard, especially if you have the other variant. You give him the defense 0-1 skill, that way he don't die. But once that first turns out the way, you're gonna be hitting people hard as crap. The reason why I gave him 0-1 in this is because, one, he has the defense and the HP to hopefully survive, unless they put like 2 people in the corner off the bat. But for the most part, I feel like he does have enough defense and HP to survive. And then also, when he retaliates, whoever's in the middle, they're screwed. When that attack 0-1 activates, you saw what happened to Goku. You saw what happened to him. So that's why I put that on him. That way, if everything goes right, he survives, he gets his big-ass attack buff, at least you're going to take out a figure. And if they don't put a figure in the middle, if your master survives the 3 people coming at him, if you do survive, you're going to knock the crap out of his master off the bat. Hopefully, if the numbers don't fluctuate the way I keep thinking they do. But that might all be in my head. It might be in my head. Well, this is finally coming to a close. This took a long time. Man, my boy wasn't kidding when he said these battles take a long time. That's gonna suck if all my videos are gonna be 10 freaking minutes. Now, I don't want these 10-minute videos. I like my videos being like 4 minutes. 10 minutes is too much. It's too much talking. I can't talk like this forever. I don't even know what to say anymore. Now I'm just saying random things just to say something. But yeah, Zamasu, he's amazing. I think he's amazing. That huge ass attack buff, and then he heals himself at the end of the turn anyways. That's another thing. You put him out there by himself in the first turn and he gets hit. He's gonna heal all that back, as you can see. He's gonna heal it all back. He's freaking amazing. But I can't help but feel like, you're done, Frost. Oh my goodness, this is about to be a massacre. We might as well just outspeed him. I kind of want to go second just to see if he can kill us, because Frost kind of sucks. He's kind of weak. But let's go ahead and outspeed him, because I know we can. I hate that Spirit Bomb. I hate it. I don't like it. I hate it. Go away. Go away. Now, why are you going to give the Spirit Bomb to somebody in my situation right now? Like, I still have all my figures. This man ain't doing nothing to us. Why would you give us a Spirit Bomb? The disrespect is real, man. The disrespect. Every time I'm online, I Facebook online, I don't use the Spirit Bomb. I hate it. I refuse to use the dang thing. So I don't use it. But then as soon as my opponent gets it, they hit me with it right away. The disrespect. Oh my gosh, the disrespect. But I mean, it's not disrespect. I mean, that's what it's there for. Use it, you know what I mean? Whether you're winning or losing, that's what it's there for. So, gotta do what you gotta do. So, yeah, this video, oh my god, this video is so long. That's the end of this video. Please like it if you like, and you should subscribe if you want more. And join me in the next one. Alright, y'all, I'm out.